Okay, and Maya. So you, Jim, Maya.
Oh, okay,
I don't know names, I'm sorry.
I believe this is all about a bottom-up monster, all the way to the bottom.
Yeah, Mike
check.
That's what it's all got to do. Yeah, all these issues are
You gotta yell it louder.
He's talking about bottom-up democracy.
okay, you've got to have that, or you're not going to accomplish nothing at the top. You got to start with the little guys and work to the corporations, because the corporations got way more money than any else got, more lawyers, more people to go against you. You got to start down here and work up.
Abby?
Okay, I agree with presence. I think if anybody can make it, I think that, you know, anybody who is available should go to the city council meeting. I should think that instead of maybe using signs or something, if maybe we wanted to continue to, like, have the literature available, the flyers and things. If you want to make a T-shirt or, like, have, like, a T-shirt, like, saying Occupy CR, I think that would be really great. But maybe not like a hostile, well, obviously not hostile, but like, you know, confrontational sort of, you know, presence and more of a, like, you know, working presence.
All right, we have Jim.
And along with that, basically, the presence there, even if it's just to create and sustain awareness to the city council that we're here, even if it is just to say we're done with corporate involvement, and that includes what you would do with corporations in our town.
And of course, since it's my turn now, none of us speak for the whole.
Right.
No, anytime we are addressing city council or anybody, we aren't speaking for Occupy Cedar Rapids. We are speaking, we have to be very clear about that. I am not representing the group.
Absolutely. AJ.
I agree with that. I believe in the boundary thing, and I do go to city council meetings. I have war signs on my shirt at city council meetings before, and it'd be nice to have a bunch of people wearing a sign when there's an issue on the agenda. It's like if we looked at the agenda before we went to the city council meeting, so we knew what particular item we were after. Does that make sense?
Carl.
Then I'm proposing that we have like a group that's going, the dedicated group that's going to, like, we don't necessarily have to like a committee or something, but people, maybe somebody knows when the council meeting is going to happen, maybe some people, is that something you want to decide right now? I mean, do you know what times they are tomorrow?
They're at 5, I believe 5:30. They keep changing the time. You know, they were at noon, and they were at 4:30, and now, you know, every other Tuesday, and
That's frustrating.
it is very frustrating. Yes.
To establish presence from people in the group with Occupy CR at the city council meeting tomorrow.
If it is tomorrow.
All in favor?
There's a motion for
With Occupy
to
CR.
have a presence of the people in the group to go and be able to, you know, show their presence and disdain for involvement locally.
Just basically as facilitators of this group. Are we voting on that, or is that what we're doing, or no?
I made a motion. So,
I kind of want to quickly move past this. I know it's important. Does anybody object to that?
Well, let's resolve it right now. Take a vote.
Okay.
For city council and make a presence.
All right.
Okay, Occupy, well, Occupy.
Occupy city council.
There's no consensus.
it's not a consensus. Blocks. We have a block.
Well, if you
It's
want to
not a
occupy
consensus.
city council, then you do it yourself.
I don't think it should be under the guise of Occupy Cedar Rapids.
Okay.
Right. Everybody could do it themselves, though.
I do all the
everybody
time.
can do it themselves.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so the resolution is that, you know, we're not going as a presence of Occupy Cedar Rapids, but if you are interested, you can go on your own time. Okay? Okay.
Go ahead.
I think we'll go whoever wants to on our own time anyway, but if you don't get involved with what the council is doing as a corporation, we're not getting anywhere with the rest of these corporations without making a presence known.
I do have a point to mention. They are talking a lot in these debates about Forbes. I don't know if anybody knows anything about Forbes, but there's a lot of talk about Forbes, and that's a huge corporation. So if anybody wants to do any research on that, that would be great.
Yeah, Wall Street is local, state, and federal, folks. I mean, it's all the way up and down. The paperwork I got right here that we're getting ready to set up the action committee is the protest projects.
All right, Greg.
Right over here. That are all about Senator Jack Hatch.
Sorry, I didn't see a direct response.
Go for it.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
I agree with what she said about individuals not speaking for the group, and then a couple other questions came up. And if we're going to go to city council, to recognize the group, I think we should have an orientation of that. I agree with the individualism going as our own, but if we're going to have a presence, we have to have something to present.
But we already said we're going to the city council.
Well,
So it's a dead
Yeah,
for today.
did I miss that we had consensus on not representing
Right.
the
I didn't-
group in a
I don't know.
facility like that?
I believe
And then
we
another
did. I
thing
thought
is-
we did.
I hate that I got here late, man. I'm really sorry.
We did.
No, it's
And
okay.
then another thing is, if we're going to have it to where individuals don't speak for the group, are we going to dedicate group speakers to speak for the group?
This was decided in our very first General Assembly.
Yeah, I think you
Yeah, things have been
give
missed because
speeches
of new
to the
faces.
city
Well, I know I
council
came
for
in
5
late, I was
minutes.
trying to
They're your
figure out, catch
speeches.
No,
Talk
absolutely.
about all the issues that bother you, you know?
Right.
Because it's a city, it's a local
We
government. We
have-
can't go yell at them about Wall Street.
We need to kill the free talking. Let's run. Nate, go ahead. You got
Our
the
meeting was over at
direct response.
7:30.
Okay, I think that not everybody is 100% on consensus or going either way yet. So I think we need to amend the proposal for the city hall thing. And but yeah, what you were saying about, well, I guess we can talk about the city hall thing. How about I would like to make an amendment to the proposal that you made. If we could just have a presence there, not to draw attention to our group, but to gather intelligence on what the city is doing, you know?
Yeah.
And
You ain't gonna get none of it
totally
there.
aware and informed citizens.
Man, have you ever been to a
Then
city
we can,
council meeting?
you know, be
You
armed
ain't
with
gonna
our
get no
evidence.
intelligence.
Can we get a consensus vote on that?
I got
Just going to
I think if you got the balls, get up
be
and
there,
say
keep
something.
presence, don't represent Occupy Cedar Rapids, just be there, keep presence, and stay up to date on the issues.
How are we doing our presence? We're going to
Just-
take
just
posters
a
and
personal
signs?
Just a personal presence at this
No.
point
No
until.
posters and signs.
There's no posters, no signs, no presence of Occupy Cedar Rapids at the city council meeting. Rather, it's just you yourself acquiring information
As individuals.
as an
You
individual.
can speak as an individual to the city council, but not as representing the group.
Technical points, I think what this is coming down to is that if people are going to be going as individuals to city council meetings and to be able to collect intelligence to do that, I think that is kind of derailing the discussion for what actions we need to take for Occupy CR. And it's best for the discussion, for the purpose of the meeting, to move on to another issue and have the people that are going to the city council meeting discuss this outside the General Assembly.
Okay. So all agreed on that? Yeah. All right, cool. AJ?
I have some stuff from yesterday, the properties that the city owns,
Oh, okay, the buildings and lots.
or the lot that the city acquired. And it looks like the 900 block of 5th Street Southeast is a pretty good area. Or 5th Street. Or we could go over to the west side on A Avenue, but I'm kind of worried about that area. 'cause-
Yeah, just the area.
Yeah,
Safety.
yeah.
Okay, what I would like to propose then is that somebody, begin to get information on, maybe informing the city that we plan on doing this and would like to do it with, no resistance, peacefully, so.
Okay.